Hello. So welcome to my channel. I'm Rita Avalar. I'm a health coach and healthy lifestyle expert. So like you probably noticed, I'm doing like this video, like a really short, simple video, like almost like a live video because I'm not gonna edit anything. I'm just gonna come here and talk and talk and talk. The idea of this video is to bring like a subject that it's caught my attention, a subject that somebody asked me or that I received from my social media. Some questions related to health, wellness, and something that I really wanted to talk about it. So this is gonna be like a video that I'm just like really informal video, and then I just want to talk about some subject. So before we start the video, if you haven't sign up for my channel, just go and do it. And don't forget, besides sign up, you have also to activate the notification. So then when you have new videos here, you're gonna receive a notification about it. So, like you probably read on the title here, you already know what I'm going to talk about it. So, what I'm going to talk about is the issue with sugar. I know that since you're watching this video and you follow me on social media, you know about the problems with sugar. That's like really obvious. But even if you don't know much about it, at least you know that sugar is not good for your teeth, and you know that sugar also cause problems with your weight, that you have difficulty in losing weight. So basic with these two information is already known that sugar is not good for you. But besides that, sugar um, has another issue with that. Sugar causes inflammation in your body, and inflammation is probably like the main cause of like the main root cause of all diseases. So inflammation can cause problems with obesity, can cause problems with your hormones, like making like unbalanced hormones, can cause problems, diabetes, heart problems, pains, aches, headaches, problems with your skin. So all these problems can come because of inflammation in your body. And of course, problems with your gut. So everything can come directly from consuming sugar, consuming more sugar than you needed. And when I say here like sugar, you're probably going to think, oh my God, sugar. But I don't use sugar in anything. I don't add sugar in my coffee. I don't add sugar in my lemonade. I don't use sugar in anything. But the thing is, there's more than just the sugar you see. There's the hidden sugar. And the hidden sugar, it is hidden basically in processed food. So let's talk about a couple of things about that. First is that just to you to understand that sugar can cause all this problem, but there's another thing about sugar that is really a big problem. Sugar is addictive. So you can get addicted to sugar. So there was like a test a couple of years ago that with rats, that they give sugar and cocaine to rats, and the rats were more addicted to sugar than cocaine, which is like a drug that is really addictive. So and you can read more about this test. Just go on the internet and look for it. So this is not something that is just me or somebody that wants you to stop eating sugar. It's something that is true, so you really need to understand that sugar is addictive, and that's the reason they use sugar in processed food, because they want to sell whatever they're making, the food industry. So they want you to consume that, and the way to consume that is to make you addicted to it. So the best way to do is using sugar. So there's sugar in processed food, there's sugar in fast food, there's sugar all over the world in all products. So so again, let's go back to the hidden sugar. Maybe you think I don't use sugar, so I'm okay. But you never thought that maybe the bread you eat has sugar. You never thought that Maybe the tomato sauce that you bought that is ready, it's processed, has sugar. So basically, most of like processed food, they have sugar. And sometimes they don't say sugar because they have another name. It's under another name, which is a sugar too. So it's a kind of sugar. So maybe you're gonna think like, how I'm gonna know if I don't know all the names the sugar can have? How I'm gonna find out if there's sugar in the processed food? Of course, you can look at the nutrition facts, but one of the main things you can do to reduce sugar that you can see, the hidden sugar, is to eat food that you made it, like make your own food from scratch. So if you reduce the amount of processed food that you're consuming, you already reduce the amount of sugar you're consuming. So if you make more your food, it's better for you. And that goes the same thing for restaurants. I love going to restaurants, but just like a few restaurants that I can trust. And even though I try to eat as much as possible at home, like 90% of the things I eat, I make it at home. Because at home you can control the kind of ingredient you're using, you can control the type of oils you're using, and then in restaurants we don't know. We have to go to the kitchen and check the ingredients. So if you reduce the amount of processed food and the amount of times you eat out, you're already reducing the hidden sugar. And then let's suppose you say, but I don't use sugar, I use artificial sweetener. We have another problem because the body doesn't understand that you're putting sugar or artificial sweetener in your body. The body thinks sugar. So you still having the same trouble as eating sugar. So you're gonna say, but there's no calories. I'm not talking here about calories. I'm talking here about increasing the sugar level in your blood and then having inflammation and other things in your body. So if you put artificial sweetener in your body, you're also having the same issues as eating sugar. Plus, you're consuming something that is artificial. You're consuming something that is not good for you. You're consuming something that is processed. And what is processed? Processed is something that had a lot of process to become a food. So a processed food had to go through a lot of process with a lot of chemicals to become a food. So if you reduce the amount of sugar you're eating through processed food, if you reduce the amount of sugar you're using, the sugar you see, it's going to help you a lot. Then you might ask, but what about coconut sugar, which I love coconut sugar, and stevia, which I also like the stevia. It's the same thing. If you're consuming coconut sugar, you're consuming stevia. Your body still thinks it's sugar. It has more nutrients. Yes, it's better than white sugar. And white sugar, yes, it's better, but it's still the same. You still have to reduce. Okay, it's not only like substitute one thing to another thing. You still have to reduce. So you're gonna reduce the amount of sugar you're seeing, and even if you're seeing, go for a natural one, not artificial, never. Reduce the amount of processed food. I highly recommend you to try to go 30 days without processed food, because you're going to see like a difference in your skin, in your hair, in your life. It's incredible. So reduce the amount of sugar you see, reduce the amount of processed food. And there's another thing. All the simple carbs you eat, bread, pasta, anything with flour, pastry, cookies, any of these simple carbs, they have high amounts of sugar, even natural, but they have high amounts of sugar. I recommend you to download it if you can. Like, there's an app that I like to use. I can show you here. Here you go. Oops. There we go. This one is my GI, my GL. I'm going to put also the link here on the text. It is an app that shows the glycemic index of the food. So you just type the food name, like whatever, potato, and then it's going to show you if it is high glycemic index, medium, or low. So try to avoid food that has high glycemic index. Go for medium or low. That way you're also reducing sugar. It's really important. If you don't want to download the app, just go to like internet and just type glycemic index chart, and then you're going to find out how much sugar like each food you're eating has. And that way you're also going to reduce the amount of sugar. I always carry here on my phone the amount of sugar women and men can eat per day, because when I do groceries, I like to read ingredients and check how much sugar they have in the product. So just to have an idea, women can consume 6 teaspoons per day of sugar. That means 24 grams. And men, 9 teaspoons of sugar per day. That means 36 grams. I'm also putting the information here in the text. Doing all these steps, you're going to reduce the sugar in your life. You're not going to eat sugar anymore. You're not going to use even natural sugar in your food. Of course you will. But by having this awareness, having this concept of reducing as much as you can will help you a lot. Reducing inflammation and solving most of your problems, your health problems. And there's another thing. I'm here talking to you, an adult that is watching this video, and you are aware of you're responsible for what you eat. But when it comes to kids, they are not responsible for what they eat, because you are the person, you are the adult giving the food to your kid. So if you're a mom, dad, stepmom, stepdad, aunt, grandma, whatever, if you take care of a kid, if you have kids at home, please, I beg you to take care of your kids' diet. Don't let them tell what they want to eat. If they want to eat just pizza and soda, or cookies, whatever, don't let them. You are responsible for what they eat. They're gonna eat what you eat too, so you're gonna be an example. So you have to be responsible for that. Most of the times, adults give like sweets for kids because they have good behavior, because they want to celebrate something. Don't do it, because when they get older, it's going to be really hard for them to understand that it is an issue. Sugar, it is an issue. So teach them. But to teach them, you have to reduce sugar in your house, or even cut. You don't have to go cold turkey, but you have to reduce, little by little, until you don't have sugar in your house anymore. You don't have sugary food in your house anymore. And then in the beginning, it's going to be hard for everyone. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for the kids. You're going to feel that the food doesn't taste the way you used to taste. So one of the things I recommend you is to introduce a good fat into your diet on the preparation, and also in every meal, like olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, butter. If you have lactose intolerance, like ghee butter, like lard, nuts. So like a really good cheese, like a sour cheese, hard cheese. So if you introduce more good fats into your diet, you're gonna start having more taste in your food. And why is that? Because most of the processed food, remember, they put sugar. They put sugar because it's addictive, and also because they change enhance the flavor. When you put sugar in the tomato sauce, it enhances the flavor of tomato sauce. So when you're reducing or even cutting sugar, you have to add more good fats so you can have more taste. And also, this is going to be in the beginning, but later, when you reduce the amount of sugar, when you cut the sugar out of your life, you're going to start feeling, noticing that the real flavor of food. And that's amazing. Then you're going to realize, even like some fruit that you eat doesn't need to be so sweet like you thought. It's really amazing. And also when it comes to fruit, try to go to, as much as you can, low glycemic index fruit, and try to avoid as much as you can juice, even if it's natural, even if you don't use sugar, it doesn't matter, because when you make juice from fruit, you lose the fiber of the fruit, and then when you eat the fruit, you have the fiber. Besides the sugar from the fruit, which is the fructose, you also have the fiber, and the fiber helps to reduce that sugar in your blood. It goes slowly in your body, and also helps with your digestion. That helps your microbiome, and then it helps your guts, and helps reduce inflammation. So when you're consuming fruit, try to, as much as you can, avoid juice, even if you think it's healthy, even if you think it's good for you, vitamin C or whatever. Eat the fruit. Orange, you need like tons of orange to make an orange juice. But if you just eat an orange, it's completely different. So I hope you like it. I hope you like these tips. They're really easy to implement. That doesn't mean that it's easy during your journey, but I know you can do it. And again, if you have kids in any age, please do that for them. It's for their health. And if you want to know more information on how you can get rid of toxins that are causing inflammation in your body, and also how you can reduce sugar, even cut sugar out of your life, I invite you to be part of my next group of the 10-day detox challenge. On this program, that I already have more than 300 women all over the world that was part of this program. You're going to learn all about healthy food, healthy lifestyle. We're going to do physical activity. We have meditation. We have like a natural beauty guide, and much more to help you get rid of the toxins, physical toxins and mental toxins. So if you want to be part of the next group, just go to this link here. Also, the link is in the text, because the next group is starting soon. I hope to see you there. Oh, and it's great too that you get a private session with me during the program, which is great because we can go a little bit deeper into your issues. So thank you so much, and see you around. Bye-bye.